It's been a battle at the Capitol. Legislators agree and disagree on ways to keep state agencies funded and fill that $215 million budget shortfall, while Oklahomans wait with bated breath, trying to see if their life-saving mental health services will be lost.
An employee did approach Fox 25 and shared some pictures with us that I want to share with you now. Now, I just took these maybe 10 minutes ago, so they're still on my phone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk up to the camera and show you here. This employee tells me that she works in the food court and she heard shots fired from near the Foot Locker. Right here, what you're looking at is a group of people. She tells me that she says these people were surrounding a victim who was injured.
Consumers get a free credit report once every 12 months, but that doesn't mean that you have to wait a full year to see how your credit is doing. We did visit the area once a week for a month, and it is more overgrown, especially since we've had some rain. Our multiple requests for interviews from the city have gone unanswered. Savings site The Penny Hoarder asked parents across America about the cost of childcare. Some of the words that kept coming up: unaffordable, disheartening, out of control, and sad. It can be as easy as making sure your doors are locked and windows are shut, and even not leaving a key under the mat. But here are 3 other low-cost ways that you can keep the crooks out. Wendy, the way a tornado destroys things can seem so precise sometimes. I talked to people who lost everything, their homes destroyed in a matter of moments, and also talking to other people just across the street who say that they feel grateful and lucky that their homes only sustained minor damage. All of these people telling me their stories, what they saw and how they felt when the tornado was coming, and what they saw and felt as they came out of their shelters.
But I was scared. I really was.
Robert Perigo Sr. rode around his neighborhood, talking to friends, making sure people are feeling okay. He says last night is a blur.
And just as I got right here, the siren went off, and so I pulled my chair up here like this to try and get in my storm cellar, and then all of a sudden I just had debris hitting me, high winds.
Winds started blowing and debris coming his way.
I just had to kind of force myself out and just fall in to the storm cellar, and then it took like 5 guys to get me out of it.
His house had minor damage.
There's how strong the wind was, because nothing hit that. That's from wind.
A few houses over, Charles Wages remembers the chaos.
The wind caught her, and she fell down.
This area has been hit before, and now there are quite a few storm shelters in some of the homes, and neighbors already knew about this one. In all, about 20 people fit inside of this storm shelter, and the homeowner tells me that about 13 neighbors were inside once that tornado hit.
Got in there and nobody was hurt, so that was good. Blessed really by looking across the street and then look at mine. It's just unbelievable.
Here's what's across the street.
It was our house when we were growing up, and my dad passed away. Now it's my sister's house. It's crazy. There's stuff left that's not even touched, and then there's stuff that's just gone.
The family will not be rebuilding.
It's hard to say goodbye, but it's too dangerous to stay here.
Not everyone I talked to wanted to move away. Of course, seeing images like this is difficult for anyone, but many people telling me that they love this community and that they have too many roots here to move away. Reporting live, Mireya Garcia, Fox 25 News.
I don't know how I fell for it. I really don't. I cried a river of tears. I felt like I'd been violated personally.
$70,000 gone. It was a year after Carolyn Rogers lost her husband. She was hurting. Then came a call, a sweepstakes scam.
I would need to start with $10,000 down for the taxes, and he would find out the exact amount, and he'd get back in touch with me in a week.
The calls continued, telling Carolyn about charges for more taxes and more fees. Then it turned into a romance scam.
The biggest mistake I made is I said, I'm a widow.
Experienced scammers will do whatever they can to keep stealing.
He said, well, maybe sometime after we get all this taken care of, maybe when I deliver the money, I can take you to dinner or something like that. And I said, that would be nice.
There were constant texts. The scammer even went as far as sending Carolyn flowers. She now keeps them, these blue silk flowers, as a reminder of what's happened. Someone did try to say something, an employee at Carolyn's bank,
But by then, the situation was too far gone.
How he got all that out of me was just sweet talk, you know. But I thought he was so nice.
All the calls ended after Carolyn put her foot down and said that she would be sending no more money. Elaine Dodd with the Oklahoma Bankers Association deals with scams every day as part of the fraud division.
The tragedy is for us that you just can't talk them out of it. Once their heart is in it, it's just impossible to reason.
The tough lessons that Carolyn's learned: if anyone tells you that you've won a sweepstakes, you'd never have to pay those taxes or fees up front that would be taken from your winnings. Know that phone numbers can be faked, and keep your personal information private even during conversations. Carolyn says that she hopes that her honesty about her tragic experience with scams will save someone else a lot of money and heartache. Toys and action figures are far from child's playthings for the serious collector. Toy Base 10, an aftermarket toy store, sees a lot of collectors. That's where Fox 25 Consumer Watch met Benjamin Weber. He collects a little bit of everything, including Marvel Legends.
Oh yeah, you see, this right here is like a dollar store ninja toy, and like that's just not the figure.
Weber is looking at these pictures taken at an Oklahoma City Metro Walmart of the Marvel Legends toy Living Laser. The purple toy, that's correct. The others are not. Some people might not know or realize that there is a wrong toy here. Weber says it looks like someone might have bought the real deal, replaced the toy, and then returned it.
I think it's a big problem. For one, the stores are taking a loss on it. That toy's just going to sit on their shelf forever, probably mess with their inventory. They're obviously not going to sell that.
Shoppers can also lose out, spending nearly $20 on a toy that's worth $1.
That's a very big possibility, and I've seen multiple people post that like their wife or something, or you know, someone picks it up for them as a gift and they get it and they're just like, this isn't right.
If the thief steals each Build-A-Figure piece and then tries to get their money back with a fake, that could be a theft of hundreds of dollars or more.
They get the mom and dads, grandma and grandpas at Christmas, especially at Christmas. It's an awful thing. It's just people do it out of spite or because they say, I got my 15 minutes.
The easiest way to protect yourself as a shopper is to look at the packaging. The back of the box usually has pictures of what the item should look like. Fox 25 reached out to Walmart on this issue and sent a spokesperson these photos. This is their statement, quote, "We appreciate this being brought to our attention and are looking into it. We have policies and procedures in place to ensure the integrity of our products and our customer satisfaction."
It's bus up there. Bus?
Lisa Newman unwinds at the end of a long day by playing with her sweet young boys. They sit at a table that is not hers, in a house that is not hers either.
I couldn't afford to live on my own.
That's because Lisa, a college-educated professional, does not earn enough to survive. She is an Oklahoma teacher.
I separated from my husband and couldn't afford the house we were staying in. We ended up having to foreclose on it.
Lisa counts herself lucky to have family support. At 39 years old, she moved back in with her parents. They are helping her for now.
With both of my boys in daycare, I was bringing home $900 a month. Once both the boys are out of daycare, I can move out on my own, hopefully.
For Lisa, teaching is a passion and family business. Her parents were teachers in California years ago, and they were able to raise a family, including 4 children. In Oklahoma, teachers with no other source of income can qualify for government assistance.
We're incredibly prepared for our profession, and it's insulting what we get paid.
Lisa's story is not singular. Alicia Priest with the Oklahoma Education Association says it happens all the time. The not so hidden truth of being a teacher in Oklahoma.
To be a professional, working a professional job, working 40 hours plus a week, and to qualify for food stamps is demoralizing.
Fox 25 Consumer Watch asks Priest about what lawmakers say when she tells people stories, and it's always the same. Either they knew what they were getting into, or we're trying. But while the problem of teacher pay is left with no solution,
People like Lisa Newman wonder if they'll have to abandon their passion to educate in order to feed their own children.